everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to The Sims 4 Royal Witch Kingdoms with the noble house of Cissiter. So we have just seen the betrothal of Miss Valaena Cissiter to Master Dorian Holbot, a match I am very excited about. Now the movie this time around was a lot longer than we normally have it, just because I had an idea of how I wanted their betrothal to go and be set up. So there was a few things I had to get out of the way before we could do this. And it was leading on from what happened at the end of the previous episode, where High Prince Betrothal surprisingly invited Valaena to the Holcane Palace. Now we thought that was super weird because the only time really we've seen Betrothal interacting with Valaena with this family is when he came at the beginning of the previous episode to talk to Master Dorian about Princess Faina's behavior during that gathering they had at the park when he got engaged to Princess Luna. So we were trying to, he was trying to work that out, which is why he visited. And so we were a bit confused because we thought, well, he's only seen Valaena that one time, so why would he invite her to the palace? But actually, guys, I didn't realize this. Valaena is actually, friends with Prince Betrothal. I don't know when they met, but I suppose they met each other during one of the cross-kingdom events, and they just really hit it off. And I think Valaena would have been the one to advise Prince Betrothal to speak to her brother about Princess Faina, if he was having any doubts or anything like that. So I think that's why he came. And as such, I think Prince Betrothal had his eye on Valaena for one of his, I say friends very carefully because Vex and Dorian don't really get along, but we know that Vex has his opinion of Dorian and the fact that Dorian, is way better than the Holdigans and he should be hanging out with the elites, which Dorian doesn't follow, but Vex still has high hopes for Dorian. And I think because he's friends with Valaena, he approves of the family Valaena comes from as well, because in Sikar, if you look at the two noble families we have, the Cissiters are actually closer to the crown, I would say, than the Citterleys are. So it's similar in stature to the Holbots in Holcane. So I think that Vex had his eye on Valaena because she was close to aging up, and he thought, you know what? Why don't I introduce Valaena and Dorian to each other? He was trying to do some matchmaking, I reckon. That's why he was inviting Valaena to the palace. And so Valaena did get to meet Dorian. Although at the end of the day, obviously, anything to do with marriage alliances, that's up to the parents themselves. These youngsters don't get to decide anything. But, Vex was still trying. And then when she came back home, I think she and Dorian took a liking to each other. They felt very positively about each other when they did meet. At first, Dorian was kind of ugh, you summoned me, High Prince. But then when he saw Valaena, his attitude kind of picked up a little bit. And same thing for Valaena. I feel like they were very fascinated with each other from the get-go. But she got two betrothal offers. She got offers from the Holbots and then from the Holdigans. Now we know both those families also made offers for Princess Luna, but obviously the royal family of Holcane won out for that. But they offered for Valaena, and at the end of the day, Alysanne decided that the Holbots, they were the only family to match them. And so she accepted the Holbot offer of marriage for her daughter Valaena. So now she's betrothed to Dorian. And I think Valaena and Dorian were actually quite happy with that because they had met each other before. And I think they both made an impression on each other. So I found that exciting because this was kind of the first betrothal we had where I would say that the Sims had positive feelings for each other and they weren't indifferent to it like every other betrothal we've had. I mean, you look, she's very happy from being engaged. They're engaged to be wed, so, you know, she's definitely, obviously she doesn't know Dorian that well, she'll get to know him, but she's very, very happy with this arrangement, and I'm happy for her. Now, one thing I need to address, because I feel like everyone's going to notice this, is that we have had a ton of age ups. So, in the middle, at some point in the movie, you'll see that everyone became elders. I think it was during the betrothal scene. Because, yes, as I was setting up the betrothal scene, then everyone just started aging up. So I think across all the kingdoms, we now have all the original witches. They're all elders. And pretty much all the kids in every household had an age up. Like the toddlers and the children, they had an age up. So I spent a long time trying to get everyone made over and prepped. So I'm doing this recording a little bit later than I usually would, but it was some work. Now, I am also aware that there is a problem that the Sims game is having, in that if you play in the long or short lifespan, I think this is what it is. I mean, if you open up your game, there is a notice on it, but if you play on short or long lifespan, for some reason the game just keeps aging your Sims up. I don't know if that's when you come out of cast or what it is, but it just keeps aging your Sims up, and I don't know if that's what triggered all the age ups across the kingdoms or not. I feel like some of those Sims would do anyways. But we're having that issue, and so I have had to put this particular save file under normal, and then I had to turn off aging because I don't want anyone to age on normal. It is way too short. We're going to be rotating. Everyone's going to like become elders and die. So no, we don't want that. So I've frozen the ages for now. I mean, look at her age. She's like on the brink of having a birthday to young adulthood, but we literally just had a birthday in the last episode. So obviously that doesn't make sense. Thankfully, she's not going to age up because I have frozen the ages. So I'll leave that be until the Sims team gets this all fixed, which is quite unfortunate. But that's what we had going on. So a whole bunch of our Sims have aged up. We have elders now. Dorian is a young adult at this point. I don't mind for Dorian. I feel like some of these Sims were due anyways, or they were close to aging up, so I don't think that's that big of a problem. But guys, is it just me? I feel like Dorian is very, very attractive. Just in my opinion. I feel like even his brother, actually both the Holbot brothers are very attractive. I mean, look at him. Look at him. He's fabulous. Flippin' fabulous. And I don't feel this way about every Sim. I said last time I have a crush on Vex, which I do, to be honest. But also Dorian. I think Vex and Dorian are probably the most attractive Sims in their generation. But also, we have had a few age ups since then. I don't know how many. Okay, guys. Prince Elrond. Okay, the Siccars, okay? The Siccar royal family, they're just so beautiful. So beautiful. Prince Elrond is actually very, very attractive. I would say the most attractive Sims that we have in this generation is Prince Vex, Master Dorian, and Prince Elrond. Like, hands down. But let me just see if we can, go through really quickly, or see if we can identify some faces here in the relationship panel that have aged up. So hopefully everyone's okay with that. Some of them look so strange with their gray hair, but I think it's fine. I mean, we've had, 60 episodes? Way over 60. I feel like we are due. It's okay. If everyone starts becoming elders now, I'm not going to be too sad. But let's see, who's aged up that wasn't aged up before? Let's see. Okay, they don't know. Allison doesn't know any of the youngsters. Adrian, do you know any of the youngsters that have aged up? No, you do not, but the kids probably do. The kids probably do. Yep, so Helicent has aged up. Helicent, she's aged up, so there we go. She's the younger daughter from the other neighboring, like the other noble family in Cissiter. So she's aged up. Prince Elrond. Look at this, guys. Look at him. He's just so attractive. Even more so when you actually see him up close. So we've got him. And then Valaena. Do you know anyone that's aged up? Yes, Samara. Samara Holdigan has aged up. So there we go. This is Samara. Who else? Nope. Those are all the Sims they know that have aged up. But yeah, I don't think we have any toddlers left. Everyone's a child or a teen or a young adult or an elder. So yeah, a lot has happened. A lot has happened. But it is very early in the morning. I feel like everyone's gonna want to, go home for the day. Alicent is chatting with Dante, though. They are getting along just fine. Dorian. I don't know if Dorian gets along well with Diamond. It looks as though they are getting along quite well. And then also, I think The Sims has had quite a few updates with a few things, like fears, wants. And now we have, like, the actual want bubbles. I've noticed they look a little bit different, and some of the wants that are coming up are a bit different too. So we'll see how they pan out, but we will pay attention to them. I'm noticing a lot more acquaintances coming into their thought bubbles than they used to be beforehand. Like, it used to be very rare to get a want for someone outside your household unless you were really close to them or something, or they were in like the vicinity. But no, we've got a lot of stuff happening. So looks as though Diamond's a young adult, so he's really happy as well with his engagement now. I suppose when they're teens they count as being betrothed, but as soon as one of the Sims age up into a young adult, then they become engaged. So obviously they'd be happy about that. But yeah, intriguing. I suppose now that his parents are elders, he's like one step closer to being the heir, so he's probably really happy about that. But you know what? I'm kind of excited to delve into some of these wants they're having and see what we can get done with them, like these relationship wants, because Valaena, she wants to chat with Queen Leia, with High Queen Leia. I mean, getting close to the royal family of Holcane, that's a pretty big deal, and I feel like maybe that's one of the things that Vex kind of wanted was, well, if I can't really befriend Dorian, then if I could be friends with Dorian's spouse, that would be great, because then the Holbot family would still have a connection to the royals, and you could reinforce, your superiority that way over the Holdigans. So Valaena, she's wanting to make an effort with High Queen Leia, and I think the royal family of Holcane will probably approve of that quite a bit. So actually, I'll pop this in. Although the other thing I've noticed, you can't cancel the wishes anymore, which before you could, and that makes me kind of annoyed. But I think I thought it was a glitch, but I don't think it is, because if you go to the reward store, you have a want refresher. So now you actually have to redeem and drink this to have the wants go away, unless it goes away on its own. So I don't know how I feel about that just yet, because sometimes they get stuff that just don't make sense, Okay, Diamond, meanwhile, he wants to stargaze with his father, which is actually so nice. And then he wants to chat with Daphne. So he is wanting to make an effort with his betrothed, so that is kind of cool in my opinion. Okay, Lord Adrian, I don't even know about that. Alicent wants to chat with High King Asterix. So, political alliances, I suppose. For whatever reason, she's wanting to do that. So we'll kind of explore those. It is Saturday. I'll let these guys go home. They need their needs sorted out. They had the betrothal, and they just kind of hung around with each other throughout the night, and it is an ungodly hour. So let's get them all rest rest it up, and then we can resume. Ay. Okay, so it seems as though Underglow is having some issues with her health. And both our dogs are elders, no doubt a side effect of the magical anomaly that occurred across the kingdoms, of course. But as you can see, Underglow not feeling too good this one. So, mother and daughter, they are at the Founders Clinic. And oh my goodness, look at this. Yeah, I've never really played around with cottage living the way it was supposed to be played. So a lot of the things still fascinate me that happen in it. But let's go on inside. We are gonna get Underglow checked in. Yep, we want Underglow for curing sickness. Might as well get a checkup for plain snout while we're here as well. Looks as though Princess Luna is also with her pet Brownie. Oh well, shouldn't say pet, I should say her animal companion / magical familiar. Although I don't know if Brownie is her familiar particularly. Was it a sister that found? I think it was Faina, wasn't it? Faina's the one who found Brownie. Regardless, Luna's the one who's brought Brownie over as a patient. But what happened? We're waiting for the vet? Okay. Although, we don't call them vets. I can't even remember what name we had for them. Magical animal creature keepers? Something. I don't remember. We had some name for them. That obviously wasn't vet, but it is not crossing my mind at this point in time. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Come on, Underglow. I wonder which one is getting taken in. Is it Plain Snout? I wanted Underglow in first. Oh well, I suppose we just wait until one of them's done and then we can go for the other one. Okay, while that's happening, I wonder if, you know what, maybe we could get the youngsters together because it is a Saturday. So actually, I'm gonna bring Lord Adrian over, Master Dorian, Valaena. Let's just get the whole family while we're in Ramon. Whole family. And let's see, who do they want to chat with? Well, I don't know where she knows Leia from. I mean, I know where she knows Leia from, but... Huh. Feels a bit odd to, like, call over Queen Leia, you know? And I don't exactly see her walking around here either. Well, we might have to make a separate trip to Holocane, although we'll just try. We'll invite the Queen over. Why not? Why the flip not? Let's do it, because Valaena does want to chat with Queen Leia. So I feel like that's kind of important. I suppose this is going to be just a day out for the family while we wait for Underglow to be treated. I mean, we don't come to the Ramon village that often. And meanwhile, she can talk with Princess Luna a bit. Which makes sense because they are from the same kingdom. Underglow, why are you running away? Why are you running away, Underglow? Underglow, you're supposed to be treated. What are you doing, honey? Look at her. She's just running all over the place. She doesn't want to be treated. And also, Brownie is like taking the longest dump ever. Brownie. Are you constipated, Brownie? I don't know. Brownie's going through some magical constipation, guys. Okay, she's back inside. Is the queen anywhere to be seen? Because I don't really see the queen. I don't see High Queen Leia anywhere. That might not happen. Well, Diamond definitely wants to chat with Daphne. So maybe I should call like their marriage alliance. And Allison wants to talk with Asterix, which she is in his kingdom, but like he's no. Oh look, Leia did come. Nice. So why don't we invite over King Asterix? Also, guys, interesting thing about the fears, and I did just see High Queen Leia show up. Adrian here, Lord Adrian, he actually has a fear of being cheated on. So Lord Adrian needs to talk with his partner and soon, otherwise Lord Adrian's relationship will continue to have problems unless he finds a way to deal with it. And honestly, guys, when we went over to the Holbot estate to propose the betrothal, or, you know, to complete, I should say, the betrothal between Valaena and, what's the boy's name there? Dorian? Adrian was throwing such a fit. He was throwing the biggest fit, and because he didn't want Alicent and Dante to be talking with each other. They were trying to have a serious conversation, and then he was in the middle, just whining, which, ridiculous, I tell you. Okay, Valaena, let's chat with High Queen Leia. Respectful introduction, my goodness. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe she's friends with Vex, and, you know, she's been to the palace now. But she must be friends with Vex from all of the events, and she probably saw Leia when she visited, and she, you know, she's been wanting to actually greet Leia and, like, introduce herself and whatnot. Which is nice, so she's doing that. Diamond, you want to stargaze with Yokotian, although Yokotian is currently busy, so you can't do that. You also want to chat with Daphne. Can we let's call over Daphne. Let's try and call over Daphne. We'll just call over the individual Sims these guys want to visit. Oh, he's hanging around outside there. He's outside. I don't know who he's chatting with, but some random Sims, but that's fine. Daphne's gonna be right over, and then we'll get them to converse. We'll have to save the stargazing for later. And Alicent wanted to chat with King Asterix, so why don't you do that? Let's give him a heartfelt compliment. You know what? Compliment the king for his clinic services for the magical creatures, because I think Ramong's the only kingdom that has this. None of the other kingdoms have a facility for magical animals when they get sick. So yeah, compliment the king on that. And she is apparently friends with Asterix, which is quite intriguing. Okay, Diamond. Where is Daphne? I don't see Daphne anywhere. But then again, Leia took a while to show up, but she did show up eventually. Did she accept though? Did she say she's gonna come? She did say that she's going to be right on over. So, who knows where she is? I'm sure she'll rock up at some point. We'll just wait for her. Oh, there we go. I see you, Daphne. I see you. Let's go chat with her. Let's discuss newly arranged marriage. Yes, let's go do that. Let's go do that. I mean, it's not as new as your sisters now, as your Stagdas and Dorian's. But you know what? I noticed Diamond was actually getting along well with Dorian. Quite well during the betrothal, so that warmed my heart because, you know, Diamond's evil and such, but looks as though he and his brother-in-law are going to be close, so I kind of like that. That's fun, but definitely his Nalka's going to approve of him inviting Daphne to the village and spending some time with her. So yeah, that's definitely a thing we want. Oh, what is this? What is this? Okay, he's definitely giving him more attention than he used to before. So that's something. But then again, I mean, it took them this long to do that. Whereas Diamond, I'm pretty sure, I mean, Dorian, he actually hugged Valaena during the betrothal. So that's kind of nice. Also, Underglow, are you gonna get, you know, your treatment at some point? Or is this just something that's not gonna happen? I don't know. Is someone currently being treated? Nope. 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 Look at Brownie. Brownie's really struggling. Brownie is just really struggling. Look at his butt wiggle. He's been there, like, since we got here. Oh, Brownie. Oh, Brownie. Okay, is anyone gonna check up on... Underglow's going through all sorts of problems. Underglow is also a little bit lovesick. Underglow, you're making me feel so bad, honey. You're making me feel so bad. Meanwhile, Asterix and Valaena, they're just chatting with each other like buddies in one of the treatment rooms. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Well, this is a bit of a mess. I think we're gonna have to just wait for this to be done, and we'll have to pick up some other time because things are getting a little bit chaotic. I think everyone's kind of just met whoever they wanted to meet. And for now, I suppose we'll probably just wait until there's like other things they want to do. Maybe we can pick up when what the hell is this? I don't know. Maybe we'll pick up when it's nighttime and oh, Lady Amateur Souls again. No, you do not want to have another baby. No, it's not a good idea. Bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, I think we'll pick up at night when Diamond can do some stargazing with his father. I've never seen them really bond, so this is nice. It's nice that they want to, or he wants to bond. Maybe because Adrian's getting older. You know, he's appreciating his parents a bit more. We finally got the whole clinic situation sorted. It took ages, but I had to reset Brownie, and then I had to reset all of the wolves. And then finally, the creature keeper there decided to attend our sim. So that was a bit irritating, but it was like 7 when that whole thing got underway. But we've returned to the estate. Adrian is making some meat pie for dinner. Doesn't that sound just delicious? Okay, we're gonna call everyone to a meal. It's really late, but you know, that's what the clinic flippin' did to us. But the pets are quite dirty. I shouldn't call them pets. I'm out of practice, guys. Shouldn't call them pets because really they are magical creatures. Here of their own volition because they feel some sort of affinity with these witches. But okay. Looks as though Valaena wants her pudding. That's fine. The others are having some meat pie at least. We will put this in the fridge, although I feel as though that's going to go off very quickly. I mean, some of them might be able to have it for breakfast, or we might just have to make something else new. I mean, I've complained about this before, but we have to cook a meal for every single like time of the day now. It's just wild. But okay, Dorian wants to stargaze with his Kotian, so we'll actually wait for Adrian to wrap up the cleaning, and then we can go out and stargaze with him. So let's see. Let's ask the stargaze. I think this is nice that Diamond is actually making an effort. And actually, how is he with his parents? He's closer to his Kotian than he is to his Nalka, actually. Makes sense because Alisan's the one who has all these expectations of him to, you know, get closer to Daphne when he's really not that bothered. I mean, he started showing some interest in this episode, but in the last one, it was quite obvious that he wasn't too happy. And I think because of that, he's getting closer with his Kotian because he likes spending time with a parent that is not forcing him to do things he doesn't want. But yeah, you guys, you did stargaze. See, these new ones that we have now, they definitely are a bit buggy. Like, some of them just don't register at all, some of them take time, some of them register after a while. So it's a little bit odd. It's a little bit odd, not gonna lie. But I will let them continue their stargazing. And also, with the, like, sometimes even when your needs are full, they will still be yellow, which doesn't make sense. So, but whatever update they just did, I think it was the update for the wants and the fears, that has definitely screwed over a ton of things in the game. So that's a bit wild. And we don't have the emotive wants anymore. We have motive wants, but we don't have emotive. So they have to do with, like, our needs, but not necessarily to do with our emotions per se. Which, to be fair, the emotions are quite broken. But okay, Alicent actually decided that, you know, she needs to give her husband some attention tonight because he has this fear that he's being cheated on and he is just acting crazy in front of everyone. And I think she got a little bit embarrassed in front of High King Asterix and High Queen Leia, who were there at the clinic, because I think Adrian was putting up a fuss. So I have a feeling that she's gonna approach him for some private time. So let's call him up. We're gonna go up with him. Yeah, see, look, it's not registering when it should. So that makes no sense. But oh well, he's gonna head off. Valaena, she should probably be going to sleep soon. What's this? Lady Allison has learnt Lord Adrian's woohoo interests. I don't know what the heck this is. There's so many things I have to look into that happened in this update, because I noticed that when some of the betrothed Sims were talking with each other, like the whole woo interests and whatnot, but I did not realize that it was a thing, like likes and dislikes, so I suppose I'm slightly confused in that regard. But okay, hopefully, I don't know if this is, I mean, this isn't exactly talking. Apparently they needed to talk about his fears. But she's gonna give him attention. I feel like that's how Allison deals with things. She doesn't like really talking things out. She entertains Adrian's jealousy, and then she gives him like physical attention, so that he can feel a bit better about himself. But that's pretty much it. We just did woohoo, didn't we? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Oh, that's right, the elders. Death is inevitable. Lord Adrian knows that. Lord Adrian just didn't think that he would be thinking about it so soon. There's still so much to do. How will Lord Adrian get everything done if death is just around the corner? Is it safer to just hide forever? No. But also, I have to be very careful with them because they're elders and they could actually just croak and die if they get a little bit too active. But that should have registered. So I don't know what that's about. But that's kind of interesting. Because now, like, I've noticed you can be woohoo partners and all those kind of things, and I really don't know what the deal is with that entirely. It's a bit confusing to me, because I haven't looked into it at all. But Adrian, he's tied. You know what? You need to give Underglow like a bath. I mean, look at how nasty Underglow is. Plain Stout is fine. It's Underglow that needs the attention. So let's get you up. Let's go do that. Valaena, meanwhile, why don't you go to bed? Go to sleep. Why is everyone sleeping in benches? You go to sleep. You can go to your quarters. Is she exhausted as well? No, she had a very mediocre woohooing, and he's unsatisfied as well. He's not happy. But, oh my goodness, now he's got like a fear of death and a fear of being cheated on. Lord Adrian will avoid participating in risky behaviors and will be too afraid to interact with the Grim Reaper. Can they actually, like, talk about these things, I wonder? Like, can they talk about their fears? I don't know. I'm trying to see if we have, like, any new interactions, or if they just mean, like, be friendly and such. Because I don't see anything. I'm assuming it's just, you know, be friendly, give them attention. I'm assuming that's what they mean by talking it out. I don't think there's a specific interaction for it, per se. But yeah, huh. Okay, seriously, where is, Underglow? Can you not give Underglow a bath? Does that count as risky behavior? I don't know. Yeah, looming dread. That dreadful feeling looms over Lord Adrian as he discovers something new about himself. a fear that wasn't there before growing inside, ready to overcome Lord Adrian into paralysis at any moment. All I can planes now, all passed out. You're so cute. You're so cute! That's adorable. But no, come on, Underglow. Come on, we got stuff to get done. And then Adrian has to go to sleep. And then he has to wake up in the morning and make everyone breakfast. It's a tough life, okay? It's a tough life. Come on, get in there. Get in there, that's right. Let's have a nice bath and then we can go to bed. Because we are very tired. Very tired indeed. Everyone just finished having some delicious strawberry crumpets for breakfast. Look at how nice that looks. That looks so good. But looks as though Valaena is thinking about someone special today. She wants to ask Master Dorian about his day from being romantic partners. So that is very, very exciting. Meaning we are going to invite him over, of course. Let's invite him. It's Sunday, so you know, it's the weekend. And we'll get them to spend some time together. See, Valaena is the complete opposite of her Vlaro. Diamond, is always trying to avoid having to spend time with his betrothed, I feel. Or it has been up until recently. Whereas Valaena, no, she's looking for, like, opportunities to spend with Dorian. And I think that is so sweet. But hopefully he'll show up soon. And then we can, you know, get them to hang out with each other without, like, the entire family being there. Or making it a formal event. Okay, it looks as though Diamond, he wants to stargaze with Adrian, but that doesn't make too much sense because we already did that. He does want to ask Miss Daphne about her day, though. So, you know, he's also thinking about his betrothed now. I have a feeling it's because he is, like, now a young adult. He's not a teen anymore, and his parents are elders. So, you know, he's starting to... Wait, what? He has a festering grudge against Miss Daphne? What the hell did she do? Now I'm thinking, guys, that he keeps having her in his mind and he keeps wanting her over because he wants to pester her. Oh, I wonder what happened. I mean, obviously we know that he's irritated that he has to chaperone her, but I thought he was changing, but apparently not. He's doing it for a reason completely different to what we thought it was. But still, we'll invite her over. Hopefully she'll show up at some point. Luke is here. Fane is here. Flippin' Faner is here. Okay, well, obviously, we need to have Alicent invite the guests in. So, invite in. We'll invite in Faner as well because she is the princess. Actually, invite her in. She's the high princess. And then do a respectful introduction because she's flippin' royalty. So, we'll go do that. And we leave the crumpets out in case they want to snack on it, in case they want to eat it. That's fine. That's fine. Come on in, Dorian. Come on in. I'm so confused, though, now. Like, I did not expect that. What is going through your mind, Diamond? But he's noticing that his parents are getting older. And maybe he wants to cement... I was going to say, maybe he wants to cement his relationship with Daphne so that in case anything happens and he has to take over... they can do that, you know, straight away. But he has a festering grudge, so now I'm a little bit confused about what's going on there. So Dorian, yep, there is no sentiments per se going on there, but she does want to ask him about his day. So we'll go do that. Let's ask about his day. Let's not even try to hide it. We know you're curious. We know you're dying to say hello to him. So we'll go do that. Let's go do that. Look at them. They're so cozy with each other. I love it. Flippin' love it. This is going to be like such a good union between them. Because they both have good personalities. Valaena's clumsy and self-assured. So she's, you know, She's got a charming personality. And then Dorian. Let's see Dorian. I don't know if he'll... Yeah, no, he's vegetarian and active. So, you know, he's got a good personality. And we actually know that from, you know, all the stuff that's been going on in Holcane. So that's really good. Now, did Daphne show up? Did you even invite her over? Let's invite her over. Come on. And although I don't know how that's gonna go because Fane is here as well. And she probably won't be too happy, I imagine, Daphne, to see the High Princess here. And I am curious, is Faina gonna flirt with Dorian? We know she is like a flirty queen. She is a flirty queen bee, is what Princess Faina is. So, she's already been making a move on Vex and making a move on Diamond. I hope she doesn't do that with Dorian. I think Vex would be very concerned if he heard that Faina was being flirtatious with Dorian. Because he is friends with Valaena. And then, of course, Faina is his sister-in-law, so it would be very, very odd. But, you know, Daphne might just get scared away by the naked Alicent showering in the rain. Just maybe. Just flippin' maybe. Okay, here she comes. Well, let's get you at least to ask Daphne about her day. Alicent has thankfully clothed herself. We do not want to chase away the daughter-in-law. Thank you very much. We do not want to do that. Also, this is all like cement and partially done. Only because when we had the betrothal, it was snowing and now it's spring, so it looks a bit more odd, but I probably will... I don't know if I'll keep that, or I think I will keep it, actually. I'll neaten it up a bit more, and we'll just keep that. I had to get rid of the fountain to make room for this, because we just didn't have room. But I'll leave that be. Future generations, if they want, can use that for betrothals. That is fine with me. And plus, I feel like the Sims that do have betrothals would leave these kind of things in front of their estates as like a statement to show that, you know, they've had alliances happen in their home, in their families. But okay, let's, okay, Daphne's here. Let's invite her in. Invite in the daughter-in-law. I mean, she is the one that's going to marry into this household, yes? Yep, there we go. Invite her in. Be nice. And then, he's making a beeline for her. Before I thought he was changing and he was kind of sweet, but now I'm like worried that he's gonna burst out and be like really rude to her at some point because of this festering grudge. Look, break up? No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. You're not even allowed to, dude. Yeah, look at this. He's like simmering with rage. He does not want to be in her company. Oh goodness, let's ask about day. You know what though? I know in the previous episode some of you lovelies were saying that Meralda would have totally told on him. Or, you know, shared it with her parents who, you know, obviously would have discussed it with Alicent and Adrian. So maybe Alicent has been giving him more pressure. And maybe after seeing how attentive Dorian is towards his sister, towards his Stagda. I mean, look at this. Seeing how attentive Dorian is, he probably feels more pressured to make an effort with Daphne, because before it was just him and Daphne. Now their family has something else, like another relationship to compare it to. So if he starts falling short, that's not going to be good. But, you know, he's trying so hard, but he's, like, so pissed off. Oh, my goodness. But, okay, guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.